YouTube. Let's see. I'm gonna set you guys down in here until I can get to a stop sign. And then I'll put you in the mount I got. I wanted to talk a little bit about like fuel economy and stuff. But you can't get good fuel economy with the new trucks. You know? Oh, we got a dumpster, man. He's stopping. Okay. So we're just going to go around this guy. 4 ways. So, I resetted the fuel economy trip meter when I left this morning. I know you guys are wondering what my fuel economy is looking like. Right now it's sitting at 8.1 average miles per gallon. Get up and you should kind of like kept spending it in DEF. So quiet. It's amazing. Where'd everyone go? 2 supers in a row right here. Boom. Puget Sound Paving. Pulling out. Alright, let's see if I can do this real quick. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the fuel economy or not, but I'm gonna have to take this thing. That cable's not long enough. Of course, we got this guy who wants to pass us. Nice passing and a no passing, dude. Just scratch my truck and see what happens. Just scratch it, I dare you. Average 8.2. So I reset this trip meter. I reset it at 1,160. So we've already gone 12 miles. So we're not loaded right now though. So I wanted to see what I could get, you know, if I'm being real nice on the pedal. Because now, if I can get a really good fuel economy this whole day and see what my average is, you know, then I can kind of gauge how my employee is driving, right? And then we can set goals, you know, for him. Because that's what, you know, my other employer kind of did for me. Like, he was always like, man, you can get better fuel economy. You can get better fuel economy. You know. So right now we're sitting at 1,100 RPMs. And you can tell it's not lugging the motor at all. Like, when you get under like 1,000 is when it starts lugging this thing, I've noticed. Seems like to me. I'm just cruising along today, guys. Let's tell you I'm outside. There, how's that? Can't see me shift, but you can see where we're going. We're just driving past McCord Air Force Base. I still call it McCord. It's Lewis McCord. They changed the name. They combined both the bases together. They did that probably like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. But my grandpa used to work in McCord. He retired after 34 years. He was in charge of basically handling the fuels and stuff. There's a cop. We're only supposed to be doing 35. We were cruising 40, 45 or something like that. Everybody cruises on that strip though. So he probably is like, whatever. It's raining, of course, you know, we're in Washington. We're gonna go pick up 4 to 8 spalls. What those are, they're big rocks, basically. 4 inches to 8 inches. That's kind of cool. You guys see that Jeep? That was kind of cool. So I got some hate on one of my videos. No surprise there. Some guy blabbing his mouth about how I only have half a brain because I changed the service cans on my strong arm. Dude, you probably don't even know anything about running a business. Apparently. You know. I'm just gonna put that out there. You don't know nothing. And you obviously don't know me. You know. All I'm gonna say is, you start talking smack on my channel without having any brain cells to back it up, no facts or nothing, blocked that quick. No second chances here. Like I said, this, you know, if you don't have good facts or good, you know, anything to say, it's all negative and you're, you know, the name calling and that crap, blocked, just like that. I don't have time for that crap anymore. When I was a small channel, I would put up with it. My channel's growing. I don't have to put up with that crap. So, you know, if you want to talk smack, then you can just, you know, do whatever you want, but don't do it on my channel. .6 Mpg. Man. We're going to save some money today. Yesterday, I had 2 people call me up for work. The one I'm going to, the customer that's been giving me work, and then a new customer, Lake Ridge Paving. They were just a little too slow on the draw. If they would have been about 15 minutes sooner at texting me, hey man, you want to work for us? And I would have hopped on the paving bandwagon. We would have been paving today. Which I'm glad I didn't, because it probably would have got canceled with the amount of rain I'm seeing. So, yeah, either that or it would have been sit on standby until we figure out the rain, you know. So I probably would have had no work if I would have hopped on that. Thinking about it. That's a roundabout, guys. For those of you who don't know what roundabouts are, this is what a roundabout is. Basically, instead of having like a traffic light, they have that roundabout. You just slow down and then you just... Roundabouts in theory would be amazing, but nobody knows how to merge to begin with. So adding a really sharp turn and merging all at once just doesn't work for people, you know. We got some construction. I want to get on this project right here. We'll get on it eventually. I got a buddy who was on it with KLB. They're doing a lot of work here. I'm talking billions of dollars, probably millions, if not billions, probably closer to billions. You guys probably want to see me shifting the new truck. Here, let's see if you can see how I shift this thing. So I'll push the clutch in, I'll put it in first gear. See if the light ever changes. When I was working at big rigs, the guy was always like, you gotta be progressive shifting. You gotta learn how to do the progressive shifting. You know, new truck's going good, Doc. Can we hear the working Jake brake sounds like? Yeah. Yeah, you can hear what a working Jake brake sounds like. Wait till I get on the freeway. This cup holder right here is... There we go. Now it's not making any noise. Something in here is vibrating on this cup holder right here. Annoying. So, is the light ever gonna change? I'm trying to show you guys how I shift and stuff with the new truck. Watch me miss every single gear. The light's still red, guys. Still red. What do you think about this steering wheel, though? These buttons. It's freaking sweet, huh? I need to get a steering wheel cover. I did get a seat cover. I'll show you guys that. Come on. There's literally nobody there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so just let off on the clutch. Rev it up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see the RPMs. But you just slowly get rolling, right? And then you start to get higher and higher RPMs once you get rolling, you know? You don't just rev the heck out of it when you're in the lower gears. You just ease into it, you know? First shift, 1100. Second shift, 1200. Third shift, you know, 1300 or whatever. That's how you get good MPGs right there. Look, there's Tucci right there. Super dump, he's loaded. Alright, let's get on the freeway. Oh, that was a big bump. Oop. Almost missed that one. So we're sitting at 8.3 miles per gallon right now. Empty. Okay, we're gonna open the window up so you can hear the Jake brake. Just give me a second, let me get up to speed. Alright, full Jake brake, here goes. That's it, guys. I don't know if you've seen how fast it slowed down. You can't hear squat though. You can almost You can almost hear the Jake brake better from in the cab when the window's up, because it's so quiet. I'm gonna get back up to speed and I'll hit the Jake brake again. I'm not trying to ruin my fuel economy. There it is. That's it. This thing is so quiet. It's amazing. I'm wondering if I can get this up to 9 miles per gallon. What do you guys think? Can I get it up to 9 on the freeway? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Nope, dang it. Went back down to 8.2 from the Jake brake stunt show. A lot of you guys in Washington will know where I'm at. We're just passing the military base. Coming up on the Nisqually scales. They're on the other, they're on I-5 northbound, no, not southbound. So we don't got to worry about those. We don't got to worry about them anyways, really. I mean, I'm not trying to go over the scales in my new truck, but I'm a lot more comfortable driving this through the scales than I am my other truck. Because I know they like to pick things apart. They like to make stuff up, you know. We're going to see how high we can get the MPGs. Of course, we're in the crappy lane. I mean, this is the rough lane, so I could probably do better in the other lane. But I'm trying to cruise right at around 60. I'm a little slower than 60 miles an hour. I'm sitting at about 59 right now. Let's bring it up to 60. Okay, we brought her up to 60. Now let's see if we can get those MPGs up. This is one of the things that I like to do when I'm driving. See if I can't improve my MPGs, you know, when I'm driving. River. I think they're out of Oregon. Still sitting at 8.5 miles per gallon. Let's put you guys second. You guys can sit there, but you can't really fall down the dash. So what are you guys up to? How many of you guys are driving dump trucks? That's what I want to know. We're gonna get those MPGs up going down this hill right here. We're sitting at 8.4. They're gonna go up though. But then they're gonna go back down because we're gonna go up in this Quali hill. I'm shocked my son ain't with me. Yeah. Yeah, he was sleeping when I left. 250 tons of stone. Dang. How many trucks are on the job, or is it just you? What the? Maybe that works. It's adjusting the volume. Yeah, he likes the new truck. He loves it. He's already ridden in it with me like 5 times or more. Dang, guys, we're up to 8.8. I don't know if we're gonna make it to 9. We're gonna make it to 9. That's what I want to know. If we do, I'm gonna show you guys. Watching the engine. There goes Walrath. They got some nice trucks. We just hit 9. Boom! 9 Mpg, suckers! Yeah, buddy. Now, if only we could just keep it there. That would be 9.1. Oh, dang, it just went down to 8.7. No, this is an 18-wheeler, man. This is a semi. People in Washington, people consider my small dump truck a semi. And that's got, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's got 12 wheels. This one's got 18. So this is an 18-wheeler, man. What engine does the truck have? It's got the PACCAR MX-13 in it. Did the brake job work? Jacob, I haven't put it down yet, but when I was testing it at home, everything worked great. So we'll see when we get to the pit if it's working right. It probably is. Probably working. Oh man, Walrus, you had to get in front of me and slow me down, didn't you? Yeah, let's try and get over. This guy in this. I should have known. I should have knew he was going to hop in front of me and slow me down. What happened to having the Allison transmission? Dave, that was in the Kenworth. The Kenworth had the MX-13 Allison tranny, and it had the Maxle on the back instead of the strong arm. If we have any more problems with this strong arm, I'm gonna wish that I had bought the other truck and just spent the extra $10,000. Because everybody says that Maxwell has less problems, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we worked out the kinks. We got no more problems. The other day we had a flawless day. Nothing went wrong. Everything went perfect. You know, so hopefully today will go the same. Perfect. You know, no problems. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll probably, you know, we probably won't have any problems today. What should we call this truck? That's what I want to know. What do you guys want to call this truck? What should we call it? What's a good name for a brand spanking new Peterbilt? Got some radio waves, somebody. One of the things I'm not, the mammoth, the one thing I'm not too happy about is the CB is so high up. Like, you have to have your seat pumped all the way up just to reach the thing just about. What was that? Allison is what? Allison is better than 18 speed. Your opinion? Question mark. Dave, here's what I think. No, we're not calling it Parker. We might call it Runner. We're not parking this thing. It's be running 24/7. If you're gonna have drivers, Allison transmission probably. I'd go with the automatic. If you're gonna have it as like a fleet truck, go automatic. You don't got to worry about them breaking the tranny. You don't got to worry about them over-revving the engine. You don't got to worry about them lugging the motor as much, you know, because it's supposed to shift. You know, for drivers, it's way better to have an automatic, I think. If you would asked me that 5 years ago, I still would have said manual, because the automatics, they sucked. They sucked. But now they're at a level where it's like, dang, they're just as good as cars now, you know? Like, it just makes sense. If you're gonna have somebody else driving your vehicle, give them an automatic. But as like an owner, it's way funner to drive an 18 speed, I think. It's funner. It's, you know, you feel the truck more, you know. When you're in the mud or something, you can feel when the tires are slipping more. You can feel when the clutch is engaging. You know, you got more control over the rig. Bump it up just a smidge. There you go. Low here. No, I don't like that. Let's lower that. We gotta sit low in the new truck. I'm not even all the way down. The guys that ride all the way down, I don't understand that stuff. They're too cool, I guess. I can't ride all the way down. I feel the bumps more. I gotta have my legs, you know, like this, 90 degrees. You know, I don't want my legs being like this, you know. And I don't want them, you know, like that either. Woo, we're cruising. Traffic has finally let up. We're cruising. Dude, we're gonna have average MPG 9 by the time we get to the quarry, I'm thinking. We're sitting at 8.7. Yep, we're in the highest gear for the best fuel economy. If it wasn't raining, it would be that much better. We'd probably already be at 9. So what are you guys getting in your trucks? That's what I want to know. Empty. What fuel economy are you guys getting empty? And what motor do you got? And what tranny do you got? And I'd ask the gear ratio thing too, but I don't really know the gear ratio stuff. I'm still learning the gear ratio stuff. I don't know what's best for fuel economy, what's best for pulling, or, you know, I just know they say 410s is a good gear ratio to have for pulling and stuff. I think that's what they say. The higher the number, the lower its gear, really. I think that's, correct me if I'm wrong. My beard's growing back. It's in an itchy phase. We gotta be to the pit by 6:53. We're gonna be a little late. We'll be a few minutes after 7. Probably. Unless I step on it. That's alright. The pit doesn't open until 7:30. The 13, 18 speed, 7 miles per gallon, 75 to 80. What did that say? 75 to 80K. What's the 75 to 80K? What's that? It also makes a big difference. Like over here in Washington, it's all hills, man. It's all like this. Oh, 10-4 boss. Gross weight. What's your lightweight? What's your tear? The tear on this truck is 33,420. So at 33,000, we're sitting at, you know, 33,420. We got the 18 speed. I bet we're getting going to, got a dump, slow, empty, 7 to 9.2. PACCAR, 510 horsepower, 18 speed. Dang, Wayne, how you getting 9.2? That's what I want to know. I got mine don't have the 510 horsepower. Mine's got 485. I'm thinking I might have them bump it up. Probably not. I don't know. I want my driver hot rodding around, trying to race people. Right now I'm sitting at 8.8 Blake for miles per gallon. And we've gone almost 50 miles. DD13 has 450 horsepower. Shoot, I'm getting 10 empty and 6.2 loaded, but I'm a little cat engine. 10 miles per gallon? Dang it! I thought I was over here smoking everybody. Dang, 10 miles in a gallon? Okay, time to pull this PACCAR out and put a cat in it. How long did it take me to drive? How long did it take to learn to drive an 18 speed? I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning, you know. The more experience you have, the better you are. Most of the time, you know. As long as you're, like, practicing, you know. Some people, they hop in the truck and they don't even think about what they're doing, you know. So the more experience they get doing that doesn't really help at all. But if you're constantly trying to make better shifts, you know, just practicing your smoothness, you know, man, I don't know how good you can get. But I could shift decent after, you know, probably after my first year of driving, maybe six months. After my first 6 months, I could shift decent, you know, not grind every single gear. But I've been driving since 2000, I think it was 2012 when I got my CDL. So almost 10 years. Woo, she's coming down now. 8.7. Do you drive without the clutch? Brad, yeah, I only use the clutch to start and stop. And every once in a while, like, if it doesn't want to go out of gear, I'll just press the clutch in real quick to make it easier to pop it out of the gear. You know, like if I'm going downhill and the RPMs are starting to pick up, you know, I'll just press the clutch in real quick just to help pop it out of gear. I thought your driver was driving the new truck. Yeah, Dave, he's supposed to be driving it, but he had both his grandparents die. Like his grandpa just, holy smokes! What the heck is that? It's gotta be a hubcap or something. I'm getting out from behind this guy. That's a weird looking machine. He's got something poking out of the rim on one side of this John Deere thing. Oh, it's a hay baler. I've never used a hay baler before, so it's a weird machine to me. But, what gear am I in right now? I'm in the top gear, 18th gear right now. We're sitting at 8.8. We're going downhill. It's going to be up. It's going to be up real high pretty soon here. Because I haven't touched the gas at all. The diesel, the fuel. Am I happy with its performance so far? Joey, I'm still a little on the fence with the new truck. Because my first day, the truck worked amazing. The strong arm didn't work worth beans. They fixed it. You gotta understand, there's gotta be bugs that have gotta be worked out, you know? That's just the way it goes, you know? I thought when you buy a new truck, it'd be 100% ready, but from what I'm hearing from everybody else, that's never the case. You never just hop in a brand new truck and hit the road running. There's always bugs. So, come back to me on that question in a month, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking. But right now, I'm sitting on the fence. Like, the fence of saying, should I have bought the Kenworth with the Allison and the Maxwell? Or should I have gotten this? You know? So far, I will say this. So far, I am very, very, very happy with the level of customer service Columbia has provided me. With the strong arm and you know, all that stuff. Very happy with the level of service they have given me. You know, they call me up, they answer my calls. They're definitely on point. They got that going on. And I got a guy's number. He said I can call him 24/7. It don't matter what time of day it is. Call him up. He's on call 24/7 for my truck, he said. You know, and so far that's been the case. You know, I've called him up immediately. You know, I don't know if that has anything to do with them knowing I got a YouTube channel or not, but I will say they have been on point with the customer service. You know, so if all the bugs are worked out and a month later we haven't had a single issue, then I'm going to say I'm very happy with you know, with the purchase. If we get to the end of next month and I've had it in the shop 3 times, I'm gonna say, man, I wish I would have bought the Maxwell, you know, with the Kenworth. That's what I'm gonna say, guaranteed. You know, if it's costing me money, then I'm not happy with it. I'll tell you that right now. So far, it hasn't really costed me a lot of money. The first day, I charged a lower rate because the strong arm wasn't working, but I still was able to work, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's got DEF. Just clicked over 62,000 miles. I just clicked over 1,200 miles. We're sitting at 8.7 for the miles per gallon. 703. Yeah, we're gonna come into the pit about 7. The most. Here's what I'm gonna say though. Here's what I will say. The sales lady from Peterbilt, I am not happy with her. I do not like the way she talks to me at all. I do not like her. And I think it's just her. I don't think it's really Peterbilt, because I talked to another dealer, another sales guy, and he was a lot more friendlier. He gave me free floor mats, free fire extinguisher. You know, I didn't ask him for lug nut covers or nothing like that. But he was way cooler. The girl that I was working with, I'm never gonna work with her again. She's lost that. I'm never buying another truck from her. It's not happening. Not happening. The first day, I think I told you guys this on the last live stream, but the first day I had the problem with the strong arm, I called her up and said, hey man, strong arm's not working. We're also gonna need new tires on the back. She was like, tires aren't covered under warranty. And I'm like, BS, they ain't. The malfunction of the strong arm is what caused the flat spots. Somebody's replacing the damn tires. And it ain't me. And she just kept insisting that the tires were not under warranty. I'm like, if a warranty problem caused the flat spots on the tires, yes, they're under warranty. That's the way that goes. You know, if a manufacturer defect causes the problem on the tires, then yes, you're liable for that. Yeah, and that's the other thing. She didn't know jack squat. When I went to pick up the truck, she couldn't tell me how it operated. She literally knew zero, zippo, nothing. She didn't know jack squat. So I don't know what her normal job is, but it ain't dump truck saleswoman, because she didn't know nothing about it. Holy smokes! Damn, dude, you're about to flip that thing over. This guy's got his Ford F-150 on the side of the ditch. It's literally about to roll over. Like, I wouldn't have got out of the truck just because all that weight that you weigh. Whoop. Oh, dude, it was this close to flipping over. That was insane. I never would have got out if I was him. No way. I would have stayed in the truck, called the buddy up, said, hey man, I need you to, I don't know what you gotta do, but you gotta come help me out. Truck's about to flip over. I don't know how toted. We're coming up on the pit pretty quick here. We're sitting at 8.8. Let's turn that down. Slow down a little extra slow going around this corner so we don't knock you guys off. Alrighty. Let's kill it. kill the Jake brake. VANDUYN Dump Trucking 009 in for the 4 to 8 balls, the construction ones. I'll meet you up at the top. Okay, let's do this. Let's lower strong arm. It's lowering. She's working. I gotta watch the thing, you know.
Let's get your drop axle figured out. Now go ahead, I gotta turn around and stuff behind you.
You got it, boss. Okay, so we stopped it. It stopped just right. It's just sitting there hanging right now. One of the rules I got with the new truck, you have to be in low range in the pit. You do not drive down the pit or the pit roads in high range in this new dump truck. I don't care what anybody says, you're not gonna go above low range in this dump truck in the pit. That's one of my new rules. I'm gonna tell my driver that. Like, I don't care how backed up the pit is, you are not putting that gear selector in high range. We're not cruising through the pit above 10, 15 miles an hour. That just ain't happening. Is not happening. Okay, here's the punishment.
That was 20 on these, wasn't it? 20 or 24?
24. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah, that was good. I wish every loader could load that smooth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's see. These guys coming up here. Let's see this.
Down there smoking, or what the hell was that?
Dang, oh yeah. Three scoops, basically.
That must have been his loader. What's in the impactor or the cone now? Hey, get that where I didn't turn my skills on. I forgot to turn them on, so we'll see what happens. It got me pretty close though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. Okay, yeah, low gear, low range. We ain't. Let me check. Let me catch up on these. You guys are.
Oh, it was the cone.
I think she needs to educate herself on the products.
I don't know why it'd be
she is selling.
smoking.
Yeah, I agree, Wayne.
Nice.
I like.
Well, guess we're out of rock. Yeah.
Yeah, you like how he's. Well, because the first day it wasn't working, and this was the first place I went, you know. The maiden voyage was literally at this pit. So, you know, everybody here knew about it. Everybody knew the first maiden voyage, it was here.
Thurston County gets.
Oh, what are the falls that they go through?
What's your need? Is it 10 Tatra dump truck? What's that?
As soon as the rock hit the cone, it just fucking stopped. Started smoking the belts. Mine was right there.
Yeah.
Like the drive belts are a little loose, huh?
I mean, 15, you can do 15 miles an hour in low range.
That's a trip. They must not got tightened right the first time.
They were tight.
VANDUYN dump trucking, 009 coming on the scale with 4 to 8 construction spalls for Sound Earthworks. Job wide this scale is. This scale is so much wider than the other ones. Holy smokes, right on the money. Oh, 8-1.
Alright. Okie dokie.
Thank you and good morning.
Yeah, we gotta go up here and get the balls.
Okay, I'll follow you. Thank you.
So when you're going over the scale and stuff, you have to drop, you have the strong arm up. You don't have it all the way down. And I don't put it down when I'm going around this
10
sharp,
years,
sharp
let's see.
corner.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit's changed over the last time. Scales ain't where they used to be.
You'll be lucky to catch me going over 5 in a rock quarry. Here's the thing. In my old dump truck, I really don't go very fast at all. Like 5, 6, 7 miles an hour because the thing is so bouncy. Like
52.39 onto the scale.
I cannot take the bounciness. Okay, let's drop.
Go ahead and go on up and turn around and I'll catch you on your way back out.
We've got the drops down. Lower strong arm. Okay. We're lowering it. We're only going 5 miles an hour. Right? So here's what I'm thinking. If I can't lower that thing going 5 miles an hour. Okay, it just hit the ground. It's already rolling. Round of applause.
Out there, that. I'll use mine.
It ain't dragging tires or nothing now. I need to turn this down.
I don't think them scales ever worked on any of them trucks.
This is a tricky spot in the road because
Okie dokie.
Yeah, truck in for a 3/4 clean.
Second pile on the left. Okay.
basically you're crossing the freeway and people don't slow down. They don't even care. Kind of a crappy service area, guys. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. We should be good though from here on. I passed the section where it's got horrible cell phone service. So we should be. Oh, I was like, I hear a ticking noise. It's my song going off. Out of my dead hands. Stranger Smith. That guy's a rock star. going good, guys. Woo! That's what I like right there. It's pressurized, sitting at 1445 psi. Yeah, see, here's the guy. Let's give him some space. About to flip over. The chat's not working. Well, I don't know. I can't really do nothing about the chat.
Yeah, you know, when it slows down, do shit like that, I guess.
Man, that guy getting out.
Appreciate it.
That radio is tuned. Is it working? Working great on my
Too
end.
busy all the time.
Let's turn him down. Working great on my end. Yeah, it should be working. Let's turn that squelch up. Drown those guys out. We're hauling heavy today, baby. Heavy. Can you guys hear the music that's playing? If you can hear it, I have to turn it down a little more. I don't want YouTube being like, oh, you're copyright, you're playing copyright stuff. So annoying. Barely. Okay, good. So, we're loaded. Fully loaded. This is the full load right here. So you guys can see how the truck kind of reacts. It's a lot, it definitely has more of a top heavy feel to it than my other truck. Because the material goes up a lot higher. So that's definitely something you got to take into account when you're going around corners. When the speed limit says 60 around the corner, you better be doing 55. You know, that's the way this thing, it's really, you can feel the top heaviness of it. Almost reminds me a little bit of when I was driving tanker trucks, you know, you feel it slosh around and you're like, oh geez, you know, the pucker factor gets up there sometimes. You go around a corner too fast and it starts sloshing around. Woo-wee! You'll know it. You will know it. Like oil trains. Yeah, see. Oh, see, that was kind of sketchy. I went off onto the rumble strip a little bit, and the back axle kind of pulled me a little bit. It's kind of weird. I know I can't use the big speed when I'm friggin' phone is trying to do something funky on me. Yeah, she definitely rocks more when she's loaded. Crude oil trains that kept blowing up. Goes DOT. They have a lot of sloshing. Yeah. The fuel trucks didn't have that much because they had baffles inside of them. Do you lift the axles when going around corners? No, I don't, Dave. I don't lift them. They're steerable. They turn when I turn. Yeah, she's loaded, guys. This is a sharp corner. This is 40 miles an hour. Let's get down to 40. Jake brake. This thing works good, man. It's so quiet though, you know? It really is so quiet. Yeah, we're rolling with the big dogs. I don't know, guys. You tell me. Should I consider myself a big dog now, or am I still a small timer? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think? Am I a big timer? A lot of people think I'm a big timer now. I kind of feel like I'm on the verge of being a big timer. I don't think I'm there yet. You know? I think once I get one more truck, yeah, I'm on my way. I feel like if I had one more truck, then I could consider myself like an actual big timer, you know? I got all the stuff a big timer has, I just don't have enough employees yet. Like, if I had a whole crew working my excavators, and I had, you know, one driver, that'd be big time. But right now, it's just me and another guy, right? So that's still kind of small time. I think the amount of employees kind of dictates whether or not you're big time or not. Yeah, that's when you know you're big time, Dave, when you get a service truck that sweet. That thing is friggin' mint. Ferris. That guy is hauling a load truck. You know what surprised me so much? You know what surprised me a lot is the fact that the whole coronavirus thing, like, they do log shows, or, you know, like log truck shows and that type of stuff in Washington. And like, when you think of the most bad to the bone type of truck driver, like, only like two types of truck drivers really come to mind. It's either log trucks or dump trucks. Like, those are the most bad to the bone type of guys, they say, you know. That's kind of what you think, you know. Like, if you're like a reefer hauler or a can hauler, you're like bottom of the barrel, just about, you know. If you're, I don't know, maybe it's just my thinking, but, and I'm sure everybody thinks that about their same, you know, like, if you're driving a flatbed, you probably think the flatbedders are top of the bar. Hospros, man, those guys are big time. Those guys got like 100 trucks or more. That guy's got his tarp ratchet strapped down. What the heck? We're at 7.5 mpg. We've been loaded for probably about 15 miles now. There's only two types of trucks you'd leave the railroad for. Let me guess, dump truck's one of them. Because you bought that dump truck. I mean, dump trucking is really fun. You know, it really is so cool. Yeah, dump truck number one, log trucks is number two. Yeah, see? I mean, driving tankers is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. When you're driving around a bomb, everybody knows you're driving a bomb around. Suicide jobs for nothing. You know, those tanker spankers, you know, they got it on. but they're not making any money, you know? That's what irritated the heck out of me, you know? When I was working there, everybody was like, oh, you want to make money, go haul fuel, man. Go haul fuel. You'll make so much money, it'll be coming out your ears. I went haul fuel, didn't make hardly any money. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to see that thing fire up, John, for the first time. That's gonna be the happiest day of your life when that thing turns over and stays running. You're gonna be tickled pink. I know I would. That truck's freaking, that's a pretty cool truck, man. But it needs a lot of work. That thing needs a lot of work. Sorry about that, guys. What up, J-Bo? What's up, homie? We got the kinks worked out. Everything's working flawlessly so far. We're cruising. That's when I knew. That's when I knew. Everything's working good so far, guys. We're coming up to the exit pretty quick here. Yeah, go ahead, John. What's your question? What's your question, John? That's when I do. Oh, look at paradise. I have an iPhone 11. I don't know nothing about iPhones. I got the Android, man, and mine's kind of old. I got a Galaxy S8 Active, I think, what it is. I've had it for like 2 years now. Longest I've ever owned a phone. This thing is, it's bulletproof, man. And I never see, okay, you never, holy smokes. Gosh, dang, what the hell happened? Good thing I'm getting off at this exit. Aha! Not us. Yeah, check the bell. And then it has to be on all. Oh, we're coming up on something up here. Oh, come on, dude. Something's going on. Alright. Look, that guy's got his excavator. Excavator. That's what my son calls them. But you have the equipment, so I would say you're dipping. I would say you're dipping your toe into big time. You got big payment. I only got one big payment, Rich. Holy smokes, look at that. Dang. He lost his back tire, his front tire, his tailgate. Dang, man, he must have did some spinnies. He must have spinned around a few times. Yeah, dang. Hey man, that's a bad day for that guy. Hopefully nobody got hurt. Oh man, I got nose itching. I don't want to pick my nose in front of you guys. I know you guys pick your nose when you're driving. Don't even try and hide that. Alright, let's kick the Jake on. Downshift. Let's see if you guys can hear a Jake right this time. Turn the camera around and mind that clinker. What? What does that even mean? Turn the camera around. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take a pee. Just playing. Yeah, ain't no piss bottles in this truck. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This is the truck you get out and go to the porta potty. You gotta go that bad. The other truck, yeah, I can have a bottle in that one. This one, no way, Jose. Yeah, no piss bottles in this truck. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. No piss bottles in this truck. No way. You get out and go to the porta potty. Need a catheter. Yeah. My wife's grandpa has one of those. He hates the thing. He hates it. Jet all the way up. I don't know if you guys listen to country rap at all. The guy that's singing this song, Hosier, he got dissed big time by Adam Calhoun, man. He just blew him out of the water. He blew him up. Have you guys ever heard any of the Adam Calhoun songs? That guy's a rock star, man. I like that guy's music. What kind of music do you guys listen to? That's what I want to know. We're almost to the job site, guys. What kind of music do you guys listen to? FFDP? What's that? Hick music and older rock. Five Finger Death Punch. A little bit of rap, hip hop, and R&B. Yeah, I mean, I basically listen to everything, you know? It just depends on what mood I'm in. I'll listen to instrumental stuff, you know, or, you know, podcasts, or country, rap, rock. I don't get the people that say they only listen to like one genre of music. Like, how can you only listen to one thing? Like, man, that gets old. I gotta switch it up. You know, one thing I really like listening to, I like listening to motivational speakers. Yeah. I like, yeah, quite broad, yep. I'm hauling out of Kennedy Creek, Chris. Kennedy Creek today, hauling to Lacey. I gotta slow down on this college road, man. They got this road so messed up. ACI, man, they need to fix this. They need to fix their patch jobs, because I don't know who patched the asphalt, but they suck. They suck. You know, or it's just been patched for too long and it needs to be redone. Because I'm literally, how do I get my jobs? People call me up. Everybody calls me, man. When it's slow, I call people, and when it's busy, they call me. But I'll say this. Ever since I got this truck, people started calling me more. You know, because they want that shiny truck on their job site. See what I'm talking about? This road is just ridiculous. I'm going under 15 miles an hour and it's bouncing so much to tip the phone over. Yeah, that's horrible, man. So who are you working for these days, Chris? Do I advertise as a material hauler? Nope. I used to advertise on Google and Facebook. I still do Facebook stuff. Like, I still post on my business webpage. Oh, you're running for KLB now? Damn it. The thing keeps falling. So what happened with SITA? What happened with those guys? KLB seems like a good company to work for. They got a lot of jobs. You're driving side dump. You'll never haul on a job site again. Oh, you were doing on-site hauls? Oh, dude, those are brutal, man. Yeah, I don't like the on-site haul crap either. Alright, we're coming up to the job site pretty quick here. Oh, you don't want to be on another KLB site again? Wait, don't you work for KLB? I thought that's what I read. I thought you said you were working for KLB. This is a good song. Alright, let's turn our four-ways on and the beacon on. Got that flashing. Let's hit the drops up. Let's raise strong arm. Yeah, no dragging tires. See? It makes the job site go that much smoother. I was literally going 2 miles an hour when I flipped that thing up. This is kind of dangerous, this intersection. They really should have somebody here, but there's not enough traffic to really. Okay, let's wait. Okay, there we go. You gotta watch that arm, that. Oh yeah, flipped up just perfect. It's going. Oh yeah, perfect. Alright. We can turn the 4-ways off now. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're dumping right over on that pile. Let's put the interlock in. We're not going to turn the lockers on, but we'll put the interlock on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I'm all the way backed up to the edge. Nobody's here to tell me where to dump this thing, but I'm pretty sure this is where I'm dumping it. So let's just dump this thing right here. Unlatch tailgate. There she goes. All right, let's roll forward. All right, disengage the PTO. Rolling forward. First load's in the books. As soon as you hear the tailgate stop banging, then you can reach over and latch the tailgate. Boom. Done. All the way down. There we go, guys. Okay. Now, when I worked for Sita, it's all I'd ever go out to. Oh, KLB job sites. That Ram has a big rain cover. What do you mean a rain cover? I don't know what that even means, John. There's nothing covering it. So we're down to 7.1 mpgs. That's pretty good right there. Now we'll be back up to, you know, almost 9 by the time we get back to the job, back to the sorry, the beacon off, back to the quarry. A lot of cool trucks. first look upside down. What you were seeing, there were the stairs. Probably. It's got stairs that come out like this on the front of the box, and there's mud flaps bolted to the bottom of it. So the two dark things you see are probably that. That's probably what you're talking about. So we got the strong arms up, everything's up. Okay, drop axles are good. Okay, we're all set. Rock and roll. 5 to 6 mpg. I call it minutes per gallon. This thing, man, this thing gets really good fuel economy. Like, I'm so surprised. I thought it was gonna get right around what my other truck was getting. This thing gets better. What you're seeing, these two big beam, are you talking about this beam right here? It's mainly just a strengthener. It strengthens where the cylinder mounts to the bed. So it's not just lifting the bed in one spot, it's got that whole piece. No? That cap, is that what you're talking about? The little top part? That's just the, I don't know how to explain it. That's the top of the cylinder. So the way this cylinder works is it's got a pivoting pin at the very bottom that's kind of like a swivel. And then it's got the very bottom pin that goes in through the ram, right? So there's no pin on the top. So that's just the top of the ram, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what that is. I don't really know much about these cylinders. I better slow down. This job site's freaking... This is an ACI job site, man. This thing is bumpy as heck. To me, this hydraulic cylinder is upside down. And so like a traditional cylinder has two pins. One on the ram at the very top, and then one on the very bottom. Here's some rock. That's not before YouTube copyrights me. I love the guitar playing in this song. Yeah, it's got a weird pivoting. It's almost like, the way I would describe it is, it's almost like a ball joint, you know, because it kind of swivels. So weird. I don't know how it can be rated for what it's rated. You think it's a better design? It allows for a lot more flex. Like there's not a lot of stress put on the cylinder itself for flexing. Like if you're going over bumps and stuff, it doesn't bend the cylinder because it allows the cylinder to pivot. So I do agree that is a better design in that aspect. But the way it mounts is just kind of goofy, I think. I learned how to bypass the computer yesterday. When they were going through the diagnostics and stuff, they showed me how to bypass it, which is cool now that I know how to do that, but at the same time, I hope I never have to do it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to show you guys that everything was working properly and we're driving the new truck. It's working, we're making money. You're interested in getting into the dump truck business. Nate S. Go watch the how to start a dump truck video. How to start a dump truck business video. It's got like, I don't know, almost 15,000 views now, I think. 10,000 views. Yeah, I do, if you got questions and stuff, I do chat on Messenger every once in a while with guys. I do chat on Messenger and Instagram. Facebook Messenger, I'm a lot faster responding than Instagram because I actually have the Messenger app for Facebook, but Instagram, you know, I check that maybe once a day or something, and then I'll see if I have any messages in there. But email works pretty good too. Email is better. I'm faster at email than Instagram. I'm the one guy on YouTube that puts everything out there about business. Nobody else puts out the stuff I'm putting out. They don't show you their QuickBooks. They don't show you their bank accounts. They don't show you getting stuck. You know, they don't show the real dump truck life like I do. That's one thing you're gonna notice about my channel. And I'm in the comments, you know. A lot of guys, they're too big for that, you know. We're getting there, you know. Yeah, straightforward. And despite what all my viewers will say, I haven't ever sworn on a single YouTube video. They say I swore on one of my videos, but I didn't. I didn't swear. Yeah. If I do a tool review or something, it's a real review. It ain't no, I'm not just selling something. It's serious. It's been tested, you know. I'm not going to sell something that ain't, you know, I'm not going to sell it to the wrong person. Let's put it that way. If the tool ain't that good, I'll say it's for beginners. If it's a pro tool, you got to have it. If you're in business, that's what I'll tell you, you know. Curious about the billing. Okay. Well, what's your question? While I'm still on here, what's your question? Yeah, they're finally getting that truck towed out. I-5 North is still kind of messed up though. Ask your question yet? Let's see what's on here. Looks like you're solo today, Brian. Yeah, just me and the super today. So basically billing, let me just tell you, different everywhere else. You know, other states have different methods, right? In Washington, I always do net 30. There goes my buddy Joe. Net 30 means once you submit your invoice, you get paid in 30 days. Does the strong arm get in the way of loading? Yes. You have to put the arm, you have to flop it over to the other side so they can load you without worrying about damaging it. Yeah, you gotta flop it over so it's on the other side of the tailgate. So when the loader comes up, he doesn't hit it or doesn't dump rock on it or something. But it's not really hard to remember, you know. As soon as you roll in the job site, you can just press the button and flip it over, you know. So another question on the billing. When somebody doesn't pay you, you're pretty much SOL unless you get them to pay you. Do you do 1099 people you haul for? I do not fill out 1099 for people I haul for. I give them what's called a W-9. And what that is basically, it's a government form that has my address on it. It has my federal tax ID number. When you're just getting started, if you don't have an EIN or a FID, those are the same thing. Federal tax ID or employer identification number. I don't remember the exact what they're called, but they're the same thing. You have to give them your social security number, and so I recommend getting the ID number, so you're not giving your info out to everybody, you know, your social security number. So I got an employer identification tax number. So net 30 is, they're supposed to pay you from 30 days of getting the invoice, or from 30 days of when you do the work. So, for example, I'm doing the work today, I'll send them, I'm a little more lenient now. When I first started my business, I would send out the invoice at the end of every single day, I'd send it out. Now, I'm a little more laid back. I send out my invoices. It kind of depends. If I'm going to be on the same job for the whole week, I'll just wait till the end of the week and do all the invoices, and I'll just put them on one invoice. I'll put all my tickets on one invoice, and I'll just list them out. Like this was invoice 1307, 1308, 1309, you know, and I'll put the dates and stuff. I'd say the average of getting paid though is probably close to around 45 days. No, I don't use a load board. I don't use a load board, and I don't use dispatchers. Dispatchers in charge, at least. If somebody wants to say, hey man, I got some work, here you go, I'll take it. But if they say, I'm going to charge you 25 bucks, I say, go shove it. I ain't paying nobody to give me work. I don't do that. Since day one, I've never paid a single person to give me work, and I'm not going to start. Not happening. I'm not paying you to give me work so I can make money, and that doesn't make sense to me. A lot of in other states you kind of have to though, because the brokers got it all set up already where they have all the work, and you know it's really hard to get in with somebody because they don't want to go through the trucking companies. They'd rather go through just the broker, you know, which is like a dispatcher or like a load board, basically. I don't do that. I just call up companies and say, hey man, I got 2 trucks, I got a super dump, I got a solo. If you need a rental truck, let me know. Also, if you need more than 1 truck, let me know. If you need 5 trucks, let me know. I can get the trucks. I see, since day one, I've been telling everybody that I can get trucks. And every time I meet a new dump trucker, I get their info and I put it in my phone. And I got a list of probably 60 dump truckers. So whenever somebody needs trucks and mine are busy, I start texting people. Hey man, you want to work today? Hey man, you want to work today? You working today? You working tomorrow? You working this week? You know, and I'll find them trucks, and that's what gives me the higher demand than other people. It's a lot of work, but it puts my truck out there first. Trying to read these dang comments, they're not popping up. Sounds like a factoring company. Oh, and then here's another thing that I do differently than some people. I do not mail invoices unless they actually request me to mail them an invoice. I just email. If you want me to mail an invoice, I probably don't want to work for you because you're making my job too hard. It's just easier for me to just fill out the invoice on my laptop, send. And that's how I send out my statements too. I just email them. Email is so much faster than sending it in the mail. So why would I send my invoices in the mail? Then I would get, so let's just say I do my work today on the 14th. At the end of the week, I do the invoice and then mail it out to them, and then another 5 days after that, they finally get it. And then they're gonna say, well, we didn't get your invoice until the 25th. So then they're thinking net 30 from the 25th. So then you're out 60 days on your money. It's like, no, screw you, dude. That's why I do email. That way they get it. It depends on if it's just a one-day job or not, you know. If it's a one-day job, they get it that night. If it's a few days, then end of the week. And if it's somebody I do a lot of business with, then I get to it when I do it. You know, because I already know they're going to pay me on time. I've done enough business with them, you know, that I trust them to a certain degree, you know. When's the new guy coming back to driving? So he's going to be driving Monday. He said, unless something really major happens where I need him to drive, then he's going to take the week off until Monday. Spend some time with his family, get his head right. Plus, I don't want him driving my $350,000 truck when his head ain't in the right spot, you know what I mean? When your mind's on other things, you ain't thinking about driving, you know? I've been there, done that, you know? Like the time when I was working at Love's, hauling fuel, and the regional manager called me up and cussed me out and told me that my job was on the line and this and that and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, now I can't think about driving because I'm thinking about all the stress you just gave me, you know? You know? That's another reason why I quit working for people. They give you too much stress. Yeah, David, it does suck, you know. Did I order my next truck yet? I already started talking to the sales guy that I'm gonna be working with next. He posted a picture. He's like, hey, if you want a super dump with the Cummins X15 or whatever, and you want it in this amount of length, let me know. And I said, where was this truck when I was buying mine? And then I said, for my next truck, that's what we'll go with. So, we're probably going to lose reception here pretty soon. This is a spot we always lose reception pretty quick here. Yeah, it does suck though how he, you know, it sucks more for him though. Both of his grandparents died Oh, we're gonna go with the Cummins and the Allison. Next truck is gonna be auto with the Cummins in it. Well, actually, I don't know. I may stick with the PACCAR. This one is working great for me so far, so we'll just wait and see what happens this year. If everything goes good this year, you know, or I don't know when the next truck's coming, guys. It may be 2 years, maybe 3 years. I want to pay cash for the next truck. I'm not doing the financing crap again. Financing costs way too much money. I'm not doing that again. Not doing that again. Like the Allison over the Eaton Fuller. Doc, I've never driven the Eaton Fuller, but I'll tell you what, that Allison, the torque converter setup is so sweet. Like, you can literally just cruise it like a half a mile an hour or slower. It's amazing. No more tools for different type engines. Well, John, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. You know, if the PACCAR's working great, why would I switch to another type of motor, you know? You know? And this one seems to be treating me real good, you know? Yes, the PACCAR doesn't have the horsepower, but you have to realize when you're running a big company, it's not about horsepower. When you're an owner-operator, it's about horsepower. When you're running a company, it's not about horsepower, you know? Not unless it's benefiting you somehow this way. If it ain't making more this, then it ain't worth the extra money, because the Cummins costs more. Cummins costs more, you know, and you have to order it, a Cummins. You can't just walk up to the dealer and buy one, which is a pain, I think, you know. So, in the long run, there's going to be more PACCAR motors on the road than Cummins. Yeah, Cummins has a nice name brand and everybody loves Cummins, but like I said, there's going to be more PACCAR on the road. Eventually, mechanics will know how to work on PACCAR more than Cummins. How about a new X15 in the old 85? That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet. I don't know if they could even do that. That'd be really hard to do. I'd like to put a cat in the old one. If that motor ever blew up, well, here's the thing though. So I have business, so I don't know. When I first bought the truck, I'm like, if this thing ever blows up, I'm putting a cat in it, bar none. Like, that was the end of the story. We already know, 3406B cat. But now, I'm thinking, why? You know, like, the Detroit's so awesome. It's made me so much money. You know, why not just leave it a two-stroke, you know? I'm thinking about when they ban the older trucks. Yeah, you know, that's definitely a thing though, you know? But they're not going to be like, oh, since you have the Cummins X15, that's good, you're good. They're not going to say that. They're going to be like, well, looks like your title says it's an 85, so we can't license it. Happy for a little bit here.
Radio keeps cutting in and out for some reason.
One, you're cutting that.
I think it's mine.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's your radio. It's cutting in and out. It might just be the power or the coax or something. Maybe Robert bumped it yesterday when he was working in the cab. Where it's hooked up, the pin keeps coming out of that plug-in. Eli's 5 yard's gonna be after 5 tons of 5/8. Hey.
VANDUYN in for more 4 to 8.
Okie dokie.
See small truck first. Nope, he's going up to get the 4 to 8 for me. Yep, that's the way it goes, guys. Probably all day.
Cool.
Okay, let's lower strong arm. DF and particulate filter. John, are they running DF too?
This is number 1 of 2 loads, so I'll just get my paperwork on next one.
I can call down your paperwork here.
Let's stop lowering it. There we go. You got it sitting about like this. As I was saying, when you get into a pit and the guys know you and they like you, you will get loaded before other people. You know, most of the time they say it's first come, first serve, but it ain't always like that. Especially if you're hauling in all day. No, have to add all the goodies. Knew you had to ruin it to make it work. Yeah. Western Truck and Tractor Repair shows one he did for a guy. Expensive. See that?
5 years after 5 times 5/8.
That's the thing, man. When you change motors, that's big money, you know? And my Detroit, you know, it's not going to be on the road much longer. I mean, I hate to say it, but, you know, 5 years, I give that thing 5 years max. You know? Before the government says no. So, why should I spend $20,000 on replacing a motor, you know, when I can spend $5,000 for an in-frame on a Detroit, you know, or maybe even less, if I can find a mechanic that knows how to do it. You got to be able to find somebody who can work on a Detroit, which very slim, you know. What's up, Brian? You're in Canada, right? Hey? Yeah, I could probably do the in-frame myself. Does the pay vary by size of load you haul? Yes, it does, Nate. In a sense that, let me put it this way.
Thank you.
We don't get paid by the ton. We get paid by the hour. But the more you can haul, the more your hourly rate is. Right? So my triaxle, it gets paid $120 an hour. My super dump
You're
gets...
working now?
Oh yeah, she's working beautiful.
Plug-in fucked up.
Right, I've been down working for 28 times or 3
Oh, I thought he was asking about the super dump, not his rate. Super dump's making, you know, $150 an hour. You know? Because I can haul 24 tons in the super dump, I can only haul 15 and my triaxle. I know the smaller Detroits from the service. Humvees have non-turbos. You know what? I'm gonna pull over and take a whiz real quick. Scale's got a line. I'll be back in a sec. there's still a guy on the scale. So I'll show you what it looks like when I'm getting loaded, basically. I just flip it over. Because when it's not flipped over, the tire's sitting right there. It doesn't give them a lot of room to load it. Oh, you guys like my new seat cover? Lose any time. VANDUYN 1 S. Copy that. All right. I like this scale because it's wider. I already told you guys that. But let's get to these comments. Yeah, so the hourly rate varies by the size of the load. Your feed is breaking up. Yeah. The bigger the trucks, the bigger the bucks. John's got it right there. That's it. That's it. The bigger the trucks, the bigger the bucks. Yeah, I'm in a rock quarry right now. Give me another 5-10 minutes and I'll be in good cell phone service again. Okay, so now we can lower the strong arm. We're just going 5 miles an hour. We're not cruising or nothing. We're not going 30, setting it down. None of that business. We can actually set the drop axle down too. See how much smoother that was? All 3 drop axles.
Andy's just gonna stand around there with the dumbass ass, tell him to get on the fucking bobcat and come and unbury this belt.
Strong arm, fully lowered. Perfect. No skid marks. I can see the tires are turning. Sweet. We're making money, guys. I love this truck. We're making money now. We are making money. Okay, this is always a tricky intersection because we're crossing 2 lanes of freeway and the inner and the center divider is not really big enough for yeah, so you're crossing 2 lanes of traffic, 2 lanes of freeway, and then the center divider is literally only long enough for just 1 truck, barely. And then you're pulling right into the fast lane. It ain't the slow lane. So it's, you know, they have signs back there that say, you know, through traffic, right lane. You know, but nobody ever follows that. They don't care. They're always in the left lane hammering down. So, I don't know what you guys set you guys that have a lot of drop axles, what do you guys set your pressure for your drop axles? This is what I like right here. No problems. Just smooth trucking. Now, if we can do this for a month straight, I'll be so happy I bought this truck. We're sitting at 7.2 for that. You're gonna have to add a drop axle. Yeah, John. That's Tennessee. I like that cup holder in the arm, in the door jam, in the door. That's sweet. It's a good spot for it. Perfect noise.
Again, mine long enough for wet.
This guy's got his four-ways on. Let's move over a little bit for him.
Clean the hopper out, load rocks going through one time. Never had that happen before like that.
Yeah, this truck, man, this truck is so smooth. Driving this thing, it's so nice. That's a nice looking truck. Truck and trailer, looked like he was hauling bark or something. You don't want to be going down the road with the front end in the air. Yeah, it's a little harder to turn, ain't it? Maybe I should loosen up my air pressure just a smidge. Because I felt like when I went around the corner kind of quick, it kind of slid the front tire a little bit. At least it kind of felt like it to me. Maybe I should lower it to 45 and see if that makes much of a difference. Guy is that's probably Aerodynamics with the hydro seeder. Nope, not Aerodynamics. It's Chinook hydro seeding. Free shout out. I wonder how much those trucks make an hour. That's what I want to know. How much do they charge to do hydro seeding? I bet you they make quite a bit of money because there's not a lot of them. It's kind of a niche market, you know, like bark blowing or the rock slinger trucks where they have the conveyor and it just shoots out the rock, you know, and they can control where you want it. Yeah, on a rainy day, you find out real quick if you had too much pressure on that. You got that right. Alright, let's slow down. Let's hit the Jakes. Can you guys hear the Jake brake? You guys hear the Jake brake at all? Back up the speed now. One thing I love about this truck is like the climate control in the cab is so nice. So nice. Can't hear them. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's so quiet. You can't even hear the Jake brake. It's depressing. They work so good, but you can't even hear them. Let's say that he ended up in the woods. Yeah, I believe that. Whenever I go up the pass and there's snow on the ground or ice or it's cold, lift the drop up, puts more ground pressure. You know, you're half deaf. too, John. It's because I drive that Detroit. I'm actually getting my hearing back with this truck. What? Yeah, Nate. Hey, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the good questions. You be safe out there. John, you're funny, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. We've been on here too long. Pound that like button. Pound that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.